Now playing the Hook and Bridge podcast.
I fucking love Kesha. I'm telling you, I'm the worst person to have a podcast. I can barely speak.
Oh my god, I love this!
What is up, everybody? Welcome back to the Hook and Bridge podcast. I am your host, Harley, joined by my co-host and little sister, Taylor.
Hello.
This is
Not near my face.
nowhere near your face.
Hello.
So it is concert weekend for us.
Yeah.
We are going to the Nothing in the Water Festival
Mm-hmm.
put on by Buckrow Coffee and Bohemian
Bohemian
Amigos.
Amigos. Our boy Eric was on the news. Everyone go check him out.
He was on the news. Very good clip.
Great clip. I love that man.
Yeah,
It's gonna be a good day.
it's gonna be a good day.
I'm excited. On the news it showed that they had a bunch of little vendors, so
Mm-hmm.
they had some good food. I haven't eaten yet today. I'm hoping that there's some yummy food. It looked like there was.
I also have avoided. Well, no, that's not true. I didn't avoid food. I had cheeseburgers a little bit ago.
You did.
Yeah.
Wait, can we talk about that? I love how I want to drink my protein shake and you're like, oh, it's actually really bad for your stomach. I would rather just get real protein. I want to get protein the real way. And then you had microwave hamburgers. Like, I was thinking about that when I was getting ready, and I was like, if I had to choose my Fairlife protein shake over your microwave cheeseburgers.
Those
No.
cheeseburgers didn't affect my stomach though.
Oh, it doesn't. The protein shake doesn't affect my stomach now. It did the first time, but I think it's because I'm not used to having so much protein at once. I know what you're saying about it being like fake protein. I mean, it's not fake, but I understand what you're saying. Does that make sense?
Yeah, I don't mean that like it like hurts your stomach. I mean like it makes you like have to like shit yourself.
Oh no, I didn't have that problem.
Yeah,
What?
having like
No.
like modified protein. Yeah,
Oh, that's never been an issue. I've been drinking these for a while
it's
now.
a pretty common
Oh,
thing.
well, I'm not common, so.
I guess not.
Yeah,
You
no.
also probably aren't drinking them enough. I'm talking about like gym bros that have like 4 a day.
You shouldn't have that many anyways. That's crazy.
Yeah.
That's crazy. No, I would love to have one a day.
What is
They're
this?
delicious.
Oh, those are Pokemon cards. Sorry, I was looking at my desk and
He doesn't know what's on it because it's a mess.
it is a mess.
It's
You
okay.
can't. Nobody can see it. Everything else is fine. What's on my couch back there?
The egg.
Ah, the shaker.
Mhm.
Easter was last week.
Mhm.
We did an Easter egg hunt.
A lot
with
of
the
fun.
fam.
McKenna and I won 2 gift cards. I wanted to bring up a picture of McKenna's nails because I did her nails.
Lindsay went all out on me for Christmas for Easter.
Yeah.
She bought me these dope ass music stickers. Here, I'll show them off to everybody. So we got all of these different fun stickers for these different bands.
Mhm.
I got a bunch of them. There was like 200 stickers.
Yeah. She was so excited.
She also got me some. I put them in my stuff to give away. She said I didn't have to keep them, but she got me these ones right here that are album covers, but they're all like pop and R&B album covers.
Oh.
Yeah, you may like them. You're welcome to take some if you'd like. But it's like a lot of Taylor Swift. Like a lot of Taylor Swift.
You don't want Lady Gaga?
No.
That one can go to McKenna. It's Taylor Swift. Ah! Sway Lee and Posty.
Yeah, from Spider-Man.
She wanna ride me like a cruise.
So, what else? She got me some Pokemon cards. She got me this super cool children's version of Jurassic Park. It's like one of those golden books.
Yeah.
A little golden book, and it goes over the story of Jurassic Park. It's pretty badass, actually.
Is this Olivia Rodrigo?
I believe so.
Are we sure?
I'm pretty sure.
I don't think that's her. Like, it looks like the off-brand of Olivia Rodrigo. I'm gonna put it aside. Yeah, no, she really did go all out for you.
Yeah. Keep Flying has their new album Time and Tide out right now. It went fantastic.
Mm-hmm.
The release was great, and the album is incredible. If you get a chance, go check it out. Lauren Presley put out her EP. It's super good. And then Mayday Parade put out their new album,
Mhm.
Sweet, which I did a full review on our website. Go check out the review and decide if you'd like to listen to it. I think it was absolutely incredible. But anyways,
I'm a nail artist now.
that's true. Taylor owns her own salon in the house.
Yep. I did these. They don't look too great right now. They're super grown out, but I did these for Easter. They're like a little pink sparkly moment. And then McKenna has been my little hand model. Doesn't this look Pinterest worthy? She took a picture. I'm gonna show them. Can you guys see it? I did a little butter yellow chrome action, and you missed it. You and Lindsay had already left, and I finished her nails, and we both were jumping up and down because of how good they turned out. We were so excited. They turned out so cute. She's been texting me that she can't stop looking at her hands. So anyway, so I'm now a nail artist, so I'm back on my nail grind. I have been walking every single day for the past week, which I'm pretty proud of myself for.
Good job.
Thanks. Trying to really get my steps in. I think it's been helping me sleep. Well, so I thought that, and then I said that, and I jinxed myself, and then for the rest of the week, I didn't sleep, which is bonkers to me. I slept really good for 3 days, and I said, this is what it's like to sleep unmedicated. It was beautiful. And then I stopped sleeping, and I said, oh, okay. It was a really nice 3 days.
How much are you walking? What's the mileage?
So it depends. I hate walking across the road where the school is for some reason. Like I got a grievance with that. Like I don't like doing that. So I will walk from here all the way up until the crosswalk, and then I'll turn around and I'll walk back all the way to here, and then I'll walk back to the crosswalk, and then turn around and walk back. So it's roughly almost 3 miles. It's like 2.5 miles that I think I end up getting, but that depends because like today I only did 10 rounds. So I try to walk for about 45 minutes. 45 minutes to an hour to just to, have a good little walk in. But my calf muscle hurt really bad today. So I only got about 30 minutes in because I was like walking a little funky, and I don't want to do that because then it hurts my knee. So I called it quits. I only did half of what I would usually do. But that happened the other day too, where my calf muscle hurt, and it's only the one. But yeah, no, I don't know. I've only been doing it for a week, but I feel good about it. I have this weird thing now where I have to do it, or I'll think less of myself. So that hasn't been fun. But it is what it is.
So you think less of yourself if you don't do it?
I do.
What for?
I think that I'm a loser, and the least I can do for my body is go walk for an hour when Lindsay gets home. Yeah. And I'm like, am I really not gonna? I was like, I can't go lay in bed right now. I need to go for a walk because I've also just been doing it, so now it's just part of my routine where I'm like, I have to go do this.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I've been trying to get 10,000 steps a day, and that has not been happening. It happened the one day I got like 12,000 steps, and now I'm averaging like 9,000 steps. So I got to figure out where to get that. But I don't know if my watch is counting me going like this to the baby's butt as my steps.
Oh.
Yeah, I didn't think about that until the other day. And I was like, so now I don't know.
The step counter on the Apple Watch is pretty not reliable.
It's not great. If I put it to my ankle, it is.
Yeah, I could see that.
But I don't want to look like I have an ankle monitor walking in Hampton, Virginia. Like that doesn't sit right with me. So.
No, I get it. I try to be as active as I can, but like I'm just too exhausted. I'm just doing everything I can to keep it below that 300 mark. Like, you know what I mean? That is successful for me.
And I love that for you.
So
I'm trying to lose 20 pounds.
I'd like to lose.
Well, I said 50.
100?
Yeah, I said 50, and Dylan said you don't need to lose 50 pounds. He was like, "What?" I said, "Yeah, I would like to lose 50 pounds." And he said, "That's a bit much."
50 pounds, a loss of 50 pounds for me right now would be a good start.
Yeah.
That's terrible. I'm terrible.
Wow,
Right.
this is a downer podcast. Well,
we're
guys, I
here-
hope you enjoyed the show.
We're here to talk about something fun. I wanted to do an episode where we talk about just some stuff that we enjoy.
We don't talk about
We talk about music a lot, obviously.
Well,
like
yeah, it's apparently a music show. So
like
I've been told.
150 weeks worth of music talk. And every once in a while I just want to throw in one where it's just like, you know what? Let's just have a conversation. What do you want to talk about, Taylor?
I found out recently that, so for those of you listening, everyone knows I'm obsessed with my boyfriend. Disgustingly obsessed with my boyfriend. I love that man. However, McKenna and I went to go to Texas Roadhouse the other day. And we're sitting in her car, we're eating our food, we're eating our rolls, and we're just chatting. And we got on the topic of my boyfriend. All right. And we have decided that I am a Taylor Swift reputation girly, that whole album is like for me. And I trust McKenna's judgment on that, because if anyone knows anything about Taylor Swift, it's McKenna. So like, it's, when you have people in your life that read like your star chart or whatever, McKenna is my star chart, but for Taylor Swift. And she said, I think you're a reputation girly. I bring this up because I found a reputation.
Is your Taylor Swift in retrograde?
Well, we started listening to a lot of the songs on Reputation. She pulled up a whole bunch of songs for me to listen to, and I said, you have never been so right in your life. I am a Reputation girly. Anyhow. What other things do I like? I like a lot of things. The guy on my walk today who was like dancing, he made me really happy. I love watching people love life. I was like, why am I not dancing on my walk? I mean, I know why I'm not dancing on my walk, but like, I really loved that for him. For those of you watching, he was going like this on his walk, and it was really cool. I can't dance, or I would dance on my walk. What else do I love? I love Rookie. I watched the episodes on Hulu the other day. Adam and I, we finished Rookie, which was exciting. I've been watching The Mentalist. I'm in love with Patrick Jane. I'm in love with Patrick Jane. It's a problem. He's really great. I'm gonna name my son Patrick Jane.
I was just trying to see how long I'd be able to get you to go before it became like this awkward moment, and then it hit my brain as I was listening to you talk that you'd probably just keep going. I wouldn't say a word, and you would just keep going.
I would just keep going. Why would it be awkward? I love to talk. Talking is one of my favorite hobbies.
If you're listening, you know what you should do? Besides the things like hitting that subscribe button, which is super helpful, and following our Instagram, but you should take a moment and send us some questions. That would be fun to do on the show. Have the fans send in questions and we answer them. Little Q&A.
Oh, I don't have my. Do you want me to put something on our
Instagram?
No.
No. I was saying like to the fans listening right now, you should send over questions
and we'll answer them.
Yeah, either to our Instagram or to our email. The email is hookandbridgepodcast@gmail.com. And then our Instagram is Taylor.
The Hook and Bridge Podcast.
Yeah, but isn't there like hyphens and spaces?
Hook_and_bridge_podcast.
See, she doesn't like to make anything easy ever.
Well, that's because I wanted it to be aesthetically pleasing so you could read it. There's not a Khaled sticker in here, and I'm actually really mad about it. Oh, I love Khaled. We've already had this discussion. I really love Khaled. Not the DJ version.
DJ Khaled. So Taylor, we both love Jurassic Park.
Yeah, we do.
And I want to talk about Jurassic Park.
Okay.
What do you want to talk about Jurassic Park, Taylor?
Since reading the book, I really love the differences in the book and the movie. There's a whole scene where they're like, in the book, there's a whole scene where they're on a river. They have to like hop on a raft and like float down this river to get away from the Tyrannosaurus Rex. But in my head, I always picture it like Dragon Tales. I'm like, is he scaly? Is that real? Anywho, so I really love that scene. And whenever I think about Jurassic Park, the movie, I'm like, I'm really sad that they didn't put that scene in there. They also left the kids alone in the book much longer than they did in the movie, and the book is very graphic.
Yeah, I've heard that like a lot more people die in the book compared to the
In the
movie.
book, and it talks about because I think it makes raptors the correct size. So for those of you listening, the raptors in Jurassic Park are much bigger
Mhm.
than what raptors really are. They were very, very small, like lizard situations. I think they're what, like 2 feet tall or something like
They're
that,
like the size of a small, like
like a chicken.
a little bigger than a chicken.
Yeah,
They
like a
were the
small dog.
size. They were the size of like a lab.
Yeah. But they make them
In the movie,
they make
if
them
you're
huge.
listening and you've never seen Jurassic Park, which if you haven't, please do yourself a favor and just
Oh,
watch
it's
it.
so good.
But in the movie, the raptors are like 7 foot tall.
Yeah.
And the reason they did that was because at the time, graphically, they couldn't find a way to make them to scale. And they had these bodysuits that
Mhm.
these animatronic specialists had to wear. So basically, they restructured the movie to make the raptors larger and more
Mm.
menacing. And by doing so, it made them less to scale compared to the book. But they were the size of like a small dog, or not a small dog, like a standard dog, like a lab.
Yeah, they're definitely more accurate in the book. I didn't know that that was the reason. I thought they just did it to make them scarier.
No, there was some major issues with like
Yeah.
it would have doubled the cost of the movie
Yeah.
to make them to scale.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it goes into like graphic detail about this is going to be a trigger warning of like dead children, just letting everyone know. But in the first couple of chapters,
Oh yeah.
the raptors eat a baby.
Yeah.
They tear a baby to shreds,
A
and it's
sick
fascinating.
baby, right? Yeah.
I don't remember if the baby
It
was
was
sick
in
or
like
not.
a different country. There's like the
Yeah.
doctor. That's as far as I got into the
And
book.
it's one of my favorite one of my favorite parts in this book is in the beginning where because raptors are attacking people and people keep coming in with these crazy bites and this doctor is like I mean missing limbs, and he's like, I don't know what these bites are from, I have never seen this before, like we're gonna stitch you up, do our best, but I don't know what this is. And this little boy, or this little girl, I think it was a little girl, had drawn a picture of what had attacked her, and she gave it to the doctor, and the doctor was like, I don't know what this is, like is it a lizard, like an iguana, is that what happened? And she doesn't speak English, and she was like, no, like this is what it is. And then a woman walked by and she goes, that's a dinosaur. And the doctor goes, how do you know that? And he was like, that's not a dinosaur. And she goes, I have 6 boys, that's a dinosaur. And it's really funny. So it just cracks me up. She's like, of course it's like when you're a parent and your child like shows you a blob and you're like, that's obviously a dog. Like
Yeah.
that's what it is.
Oh
It
man.
makes me it's so funny.
Fun fact: the guitar player from Tool
Mhm.
is a special effects person and worked on
Mm.
Jurassic Park with Steven Spielberg.
That's pretty cool. I love Steven
It's pretty
Spielberg.
cool. It's a little fun fact.
Yeah,
I like that little fun
yeah,
fact.
that's really
Yeah.
fun. So what's your favorite part of Jurassic Park? What's your favorite part in the movie?
In the movie, ooh, that's a great question. It's such a great movie.
It's
There's
such a
so
good
many.
movie. I would love to rewatch
I
it.
will say that at the end,
Mhm.
when the T-Rex is fighting the raptors,
Mhm.
and he lets out that one last roar, and
Sick.
the banner falls. Dude, I get chills.
Me too. I get
every
literally chills from
time-
you talking about it. It's
every
really cool.
time that scene happens.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, this
Yeah.
movie. Oh, dude, that movie's so fucking good.
It's so good.
It's so good.
My favorite part, this is very specific, but when Grant is looking for what's her name? The blonde lady.
Ellie.
Thanks. Grant was looking for Ellie and she had gotten attacked by a raptor,
Mhm.
and she's at the vault whatever, and she's like walking,
Limping.
limping, and he like goes in for like a hug and he's so excited to see her, and she just goes, run, and the raptors just come out. It's sick. Or of course I had my high school graduation cap said clever girl on it. When I graduated. That's also one of my favorites, is when he's hunting the raptors.
Oh, dude, I forget the guy's name.
He
like the
is
character's
sick.
name for that.
Yeah.
But just so everybody knows, the dogs are trying to
Yeah,
bang down the door.
Bella's gonna want to open a
Um,
door here soon.
No, leave her out there. It'll be fine.
I am.
I don't think you can hear it in the audio, but if you can,
That's
sorry.
what it is.
So, but no, I forget his name, but just him as an actor was so good in that movie.
Mhm.
And that scene where he's in the woods with her and they're walking. I forget the exact line that he says, but he says something along the lines of like, "Don't move, we're being hunted," or something like
Yeah.
that. And then he tells her like how to get to the
Yeah.
place. And then she goes, and then he's left there, and he's like looking for the raptors, and then he sees one, and he puts his gun down. He's
Yeah.
got it all set up and everything. He puts his hat down, and then the second raptor comes up
behind him.
Oh,
And that's when he goes, clever girl. No, it's crazy. I love it. He's great.
The first part of that movie is so good. Also,
It's so
when they have the cage and they're pushing it, and the
Yeah.
one guy's arm gets torn off, and
Yeah.
he's like, "Shoot her!"
No, it's the movie is so good.
Oh man.
And then the little boy who is obsessed with Dr. Grant and he keeps trying to walk away from him and he just keeps following it.
Both of those kids, remember, they go into the cars,
Yeah.
and he's like, "Which car are you riding in?" He's like, "Whichever one you are."
Yeah.
And then he puts him in the car, he closes the door, and he goes to the other one.
And he
And
opens
the girl's right there, and she's like, "She said to go wherever you go."
It's so funny.
Jeff Goldblum's probably best work, if you
Oh,
ask
yeah.
me. Between that movie and Independence Day.
Yeah. Yeah. No, I loved him in all of them.
The scene where they're in the helicopter and he can't figure out the seatbelt.
As if he didn't just like risk his life with dinosaurs. He's so worried about the seatbelt situation.
Well, no, at the beginning when they're getting to the
Oh
island.
yeah, no,
And
I
then
was thinking when they
Hammond
were leaving.
And then
Yeah.
Hammond's like, "We'll have landed by the time you figure this out."
Oh, it's so funny. No, it's really good.
Jeff Goldblum's such a flirt in that movie.
Yeah, he's in love with Ellie. And it makes
Dr. Sadler, I refuse to believe that you're unfamiliar with the concept of attraction.
life
Finds a way.
No, I love it. Are you excited for the new movie coming out?
So excited.
Before I was like, oh, they don't need to make another one. I'm gonna say it. The last Jurassic World kind of sucked. Where they brought back the original cast. I didn't like the storyline. I thought it was stupid.
I didn't think the movie sucked. I thought everything was just rushed.
Maybe that was my problem.
Yeah, it did. There wasn't like development. It was like, okay, this is happening. All right, you kind of get the gist of what's going on.
And then here's
there,
the next thing.
Yeah.
That's
I felt rushed.
I didn't.
The big bad. There's always a big bad in these
Yeah.
movies. And the big bad in that one was the Giganotosaurus.
Yeah.
And it was in there for like 3 minutes.
Yeah, I just wasn't a fan. I feel like they were just putting something out to put something out. And that kind of upset me because I'm like, you made it this big thing that you're bringing back the original cast to help you with these dinosaurs. And it should have, not saying that you can't like, the original's fantastic, but it should have lived up to somewhat of what the original was because it had those characters in it.
Mm-hmm.
And it didn't. And I just didn't like the storyline. I was like, this feels silly. I just wasn't a fan. However, the new one looks awesome.
It looks good. It looks good. I'm just such a fan of the series.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna go see it. I also, sorry, go ahead.
I was just gonna say the Jurassic World series. Everyone has given backlash since the first one.
I loved the first one and the second one were fantastic.
See, I didn't care for the second one.
It made me
but
cry.
the first one, I was like, damn,
It's
I
good.
love this movie.
The first one is really good. And then I was also, because you have the Jurassic Park trilogy, and then you were gonna have the Jurassic World trilogy, and I'm like, now we're adding another one, and that just, I feel like I'm excited for it, but also it makes me upset that like you couldn't just have two good trilogies.
There's gonna be 8 movies, right? Because there will be the first trilogy, the second trilogy.
That's 7 movies.
Oh, you're right. It was 3, and then
this
new one is 7.
Yeah.
Maybe they'll stop at 7. I hope not.
That feels odd to stop at 7.
That's what Oh no, they didn't. They did 9 movies. I was gonna say that's what Star Wars did, but they did 9. It's just the last 3 movies suck.
So that's what I'm saying. Like you can only do it so many times before people are like, okay.
I don't know, man. It's a concept. Like they've moved
Mhm.
the story from them being on an island to now dinosaurs are just in the world.
Yeah.
There's a lot you can do with that.
So, and I love that. And I'm hoping that it's like you're just living with dinosaurs, but that's also what I was hoping the last movie was.
It kind of.
It kind of was, but it didn't hit the mark that I wanted.
You know what other franchise is super freaking good?
The Dark Knight?
Oh yeah, that's a whole other.
Yeah.
That's a second podcast.
Yeah.
I could talk about the Dark Knight. You want to talk
I
about the Dark Knight?
love the Dark Knight.
We'll talk about the Dark Knight here in a minute. No,
Yeah.
Transformers.
Yeah.
That's one of
I
they did
haven't
like
seen it.
7 movies for that too.
I haven't
And
seen Transformers in a long time.
I thought it was super good. I was such a big Linkin Park fan.
Yeah.
And Linkin Park did a lot of the music for the
Mhm.
series. So I just thought it was really good. Not a big Michael Bay fan personally.
He has all the explosions, right?
Yeah, everything's
Yeah.
about action. It's just
Yeah.
he's a big action guy. The
Mhm.
movies are good though. The first 3 I think are very solid. After that, it kind of gets to a point where you're like, all right.
All right, yeah. Did you like where they like turn into animals now and like you're
Yes.
like fighting?
Well, see, and that's the thing is like they're bringing all of these Transformer concepts from my
Mhm.
childhood
Yeah.
and putting them into these movies.
Yeah.
I just want so when I was growing up, they had this thing called mini cons,
Mhm.
or I think they were called mini cons, but they were like mini Transformers
Mhm.
that would like give the other Transformers different powers and shit.
Oh, so it's like fancy hats and Pokemon.
Yes.
Oh, that's cool.
So I was hoping that they would get to that point because that
Mhm.
was what comes after the
Mhm.
animal part. So, but then I haven't seen a new Transformers movie since. So, and Unicron. Unicron is the other big like, he's a planet eating Transformer.
You know who overdoes it with movies?
Who?
Marvel.
Oh my
Let's
god!
talk about it, guys. I
What
dated
was there?
someone
30?
too many. I dated someone who was like obsessed with Marvel. So I got kind of roped in to watching Marvel movies. Action movies. Honestly, I always say that action movies aren't my thing. And then I watch a good action movie.
I'm gonna Google.
And
how
I'm
many
like,
there
oh,
are.
maybe I do like action movies. But Marvel has so many movies where I'm like, maybe we should not. Like, maybe we should stop. I did watch Endgame. Endgame was good. Endgame made me cry. So you don't really need to know the whole shebang
Damn.
to cry.
Dude.
There's
All
too
right,
many.
hold on. Let's see. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 in a row.
Craven was really good.
So
Dylan
there's
and I watched that.
6 times 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
Hang on.
So 6 times 8 is 48. Plus 3 more.
49, 50, 51 movies.
51 Marvel movies? That's too much.
That's too many movies.
That's too many movies.
Craven was really good. There's going to be a second one. I'm mad there's a second one because of how they ended it. I'm like, they could have ended this better. But that's how Marvel does it. There always has to be multiple. Craven was really good. I really liked Tom Holland's Spider-Man, his little series.
Oh, this isn't even all of them.
No, there's not. Tom Holland's Spider-Man isn't on here.
Where's all of the Avengers movies?
Yeah.
They're not on here.
No.
What is going on here?
Hang on, let me see.
I just want to. This should
Like
be
a
a
number.
simple Google answer.
Yeah, let me see.
How many fucking Marvel movies are there? Various stages of development. The MCU, 35 films.
No, that's not right.
That's what it says on Wikipedia.
Oh
35.
yeah, this one also says 35 films.
35 films.
Which is how is that right if we just counted 48?
Well, because there's the MCU where a company took over Marvel. So like there were the original Spider-Man they don't consider part of the Marvel.
So there's like a
cinematic.
bajillion movies.
Yeah, there's probably 70 close to it.
That's too many movies.
Too many movies.
That's just too many. I liked the Iron Mans. I hate to be the one to say it, but
The first 2 were good.
yeah, like I'm a big fan.
I loved the original Spider-Man series.
Yeah,
with
I
Tobey
think
Maguire.
Tony Hawk is really funny, or not Tony Hawk. Tony's
Toby Maguire.
no, Tony Stark. Yeah, I think he's really funny. I liked the Tom Holland Spider-Man. I guess that would be because obviously I've watched the original
Mm-hmm.
Spider-Man movies. But I guess he would be my generational Spider-Man. Do you know what I mean?
Let's talk about the thing that we actually love, The Dark Knight.
Oh, The Dark Knight is fantastic. The Joker, get out of town.
Heath Ledger.
Heath Ledger,
was
he's dead.
So I know a couple fun facts about
Mm-hmm.
The Dark Knight. The first fun fact is the sound at the beginning of that movie
Mm-hmm.
was created for that movie and became like they like created a new sound. Like it was it was such a big news story because it was the first time in like 60 years that a new sound was created. Like there's a lot of like replication of sounds and like altering of sounds. This was a new sound created for that movie at the beginning where it's like this very ominous sound. I forget the music producer that did that film. But absolutely incredible. I'm not going to worry about it. But the other fact is that movie was so good and so well written and well produced and well received that it's at the Smithsonian.
Yeah.
The original copy of The Dark Knight is at the Smithsonian and preserved for history.
It's so good.
So good.
It is actually it might be my favorite movie.
It's in my top 5.
Oh, top 5 for sure.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think of other movies that I absolutely love. It's fantastic.
I love doing the Batman voice for the baby.
Yeah, it's so funny.
But what's like your favorite part of The Dark Knight?
Oh, see, it's so good to pick. Let me not get it confused with The Dark Knight Rises. Let me not get those two
different films.
Two different films, both
the one
great.
With the Joker.
The one with the
one
Joker.
with Bane is good though too.
There's
just no time, Batman.
See, anytime that Batman's on his bike, can I
On his
count that? Yeah,
motorcycle?
can I count that as a favorite? It's so cool, and he's got a cape, and the cape's flapping.
I was a big fan of just all of the scenes with Heath Ledger's Joker.
Yeah,
he gives like the best like monologues. He
really does.
He's so invested.
Do you want to know how I
into
got
the
these
character.
scars?
Yeah.
Or when.
Did you know that there's sorry?
No, you're
Another fun fact about that movie. When he talks about like the stories, how how the story of how he got the scars changes throughout the movie. They never gave Heath Ledger the backstory. They were like, do with this what you want. Because he wasn't supposed to have that was a Heath Ledger choice.
Yeah.
So the makeup that they wanted him to wear was like too much as an actor. He was like, I can't do this.
Yeah.
And he was like, I'm just going to do my own. So that's why his makeup's like shitty.
No,
So
I think that makes the Joker.
Yeah, he did his own makeup, but then developed the scar. He was like, I'm going to make them scars.
Yeah.
And then he didn't tell the rest of the crew like the stories.
Yeah.
So like every one of those scenes, he's making that story up.
That's sick.
And like no one knows what he's going to like. The actual story is unknown. So like the characters' reactions are completely valid because it's not something that they knew he was going to go for.
That's really cool. I think that we should watch The Dark Knight.
The girl that played his girlfriend, what the hell was her name? Rachel. She did an interview where she talks about that scene where he grabs her like he does, and she was like, I was actually terrified. Like she was actually pulling away, and he just kept like feeding into it. Yeah.
That's so scary.
Yeah, she was like, I was about to call like a full hard cut. Yeah.
That's so scary.
Yeah.
Heath Ledger always took his roles so serious.
Oh,
no, it's
great
so
movie.
good. One of my favorite scenes in The Dark Knight Rises is when Batman dies, and then at the end you catch a glimpse of him and Anne Hathaway. At the little
And
it's
the Dark Knight Rises.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's one of my favorites with the butler when he sees them out and he was like,
Great,
for him.
great fun voice to do though. The
yeah,
Batman
the
voice.
Batman voice, yeah.
I like doing the not screamy version,
Mhm.
but the talking one that he
Mhm.
does, where he's like, I'm safe. Everything's gonna be okay.
And it's so funny. Because like I guess
I'm not wearing hockey pants.
it's so funny to think that like because obviously that's not how he talks and he just has to change his voice so that people don't know it's him. But that's what he went with.
Well, it's funny because in other variations of Batman, they have like a voice modulator.
Yeah, and he didn't. He was like, no, this is how it would be done.
Guys, come on.
He's just always out of breath. He always can't catch his breath. It's so funny. The new Batman that came out within the past 4 years
With not Chris Pratt. He's in everything, but he's not in that.
I love Chris Pratt.
What the hell is that guy's
I
name?
don't know.
He played Edward in Starlight? No,
Twilight? I don't know. I've never seen it. I refuse. Bella, where have you been, my loca? It was really good. I liked it. It was very obviously not a silent film.
It was dark.
It was very dark,
It was dark.
and it's one of those movies where I felt like I was watching a superhero's vlog.
I didn't
And I'm a big fan of
didn't
that.
have an issue with him as Batman.
Mhm.
I like how they went with him being Batman, but like a young Batman.
Yeah.
Like you could tell like they were setting up a franchise, which I
Mhm.
hope eventually comes to fruition, but you could tell that they were setting up like his character development of like
Mhm.
this is him brand new,
fresh out.
young, yeah. But the thing that I loved in that movie was the Riddler story.
Yeah.
I thought that they did a fantastic job at taking a character who was known for being like this comedic,
Mhm.
like weird, almost like not threatening character and turning him in essentially to like a bomber, you know what I mean? I mean, they really did a great job
I
at
was
like
a big fan.
turning that character around.
I also love that Batman didn't talk.
Not
He
much.
he had
did,
very
but
little lines
Yeah.
in that movie, and for some reason I was like, yeah, that's kind of cool.
yeah.
You know?
No, I
Like,
thought he did a good job. I truly
Yeah.
do. And I liked how like he didn't really have his gadgets, right? Like
Yeah, he was just
really was
doing
like
it, yeah,
him
in the
starting
beginning.
out. And yeah, I thought that they did a fantastic job
I
casting the Riddler.
Yeah. I was just thinking, sorry, I still have Marvel movies on my mind and talking about how you love Tobey Maguire. Have you seen the Spider-Man with all 3 of the Spider-Mans in it?
No, I never saw
So it's really good. But there is a scene, you know, Tobey Maguire is the one where Gwen dies, right? Or is that the other one?
Gwen was never in
Hang on.
the Spider-Man.
Well,
Mary
it's
Jane.
Mary Jane, Gwen, and then MJ are the 3. So Zendaya and the new Spider-Man. Spider-Man?
Spiderman?
Spider-Man?
Spiderman.
Her name is MJ. Well, let me see. I don't think it's Tobey Maguire. I think it's the other guy.
I think my dog may have pooped.
I also think your dog may have.
I'm gonna pause here, everybody,
Yeah.
for just a moment because I'm concerned. So
It's
give me
stinky.
just a second.
She was trying to tell you. It's all over my. Oh, it's so stinky.
What is wrong with this dog? You wanna jump in there and just do the ending?
Yeah. All right, everybody. This is going to be a shorter episode. Sorry, we're ending it abruptly. We have a doggy tummy issue happening right now. So we gotta go take care of that. I hope you enjoyed this unplanned movie podcast, even though we are a music podcast. It was a lot of fun. If you liked it, go ahead and give it a big thumbs up, subscribe, and don't forget to hit that bell notification so you can get notified every time we post a new video. All right, everybody. We hope you have a wonderful day and peace.